To Louisiana Living.
Welcome back. I'm here with Mayor Stacy Albritton Mitchell with the City of West Monroe, here to tell us about all the events that are taking place. And I don't even need to say City of West Monroe. I don't know why I just said that. It's live TV. But anyway, Mayor Mitchell, thank you for joining us.
Well,
always great to have you.
Thank you.
So
Glad to be here.
Let's talk about this big GAR rodeo coming up.
So the first ever West Monroe GAR rodeo is this weekend. It's an overnight fun fishing tournament, Friday night through Saturday morning. Fishing is actually 7 p.m. Friday to 10 a.m. Saturday in the Ouachita River, and when you're fishing for gar.
Yeah.
And there's multiple ways you can fish for gar. You can fish, and of course the honey hole's the sponsor.
Okay.
We appreciate that, but you can pole fish, like with the fishing pole. You can jug fish, where you put out a jug or like a yo-yo type thing.
Okay.
And then you can bow fish. I have a friend who bow fishes a lot. Yeah, John Wesley Reed gets out there and fishes with bow. So we hope to see a lot of them out there. But it's just a fun way to celebrate the river. This time of year, the gar are active, and with the river being low, the gar are even more active because they're contained in the river. And I was speaking with Shane Pittard in the coffee shop this morning. He says he's been out there fishing a lot, and he can see them on his live scope, and they're big. So,
have you ever tried to catch a gar?
Well, I've caught them by accident, like when
they're
fishing.
hard to catch. Yeah. So we used to try to do that, for some fun.
Yeah.
And their little mouths are so little that you'll catch them, but then when you try to pull them up, the hook comes.
That's when you bow fish or you jug fish or whatever you do. But there's youth division, there's adult division, there's going to be cash prizes. There's also a catfish division. So we just hope everyone will come out, and it's a great way to celebrate the Ouachita River and just enjoy our community. If you have not registered, then go by the honey hole in West Monroe and get registered. It's $35. And you can register for more than one event. So like I could fish in all 3 events if I wanted to bow fish, jug, and pole fish. Okay. However you want to do it. So it's fun. So again, if you haven't registered, I hope you'll get out there and get registered. Go see John David at the honey hole.
Yeah, good family fun. Okay, and then speaking of the river, you have a lot going on with the river. There's a boat and outdoor expo, so if you need a boat to go do the GAR rodeo.
You have to go by quick. That's right. So this will also is the first ever West Monroe Boat and Outdoor Expo. We're on the the beginning of all the fall hunting and fishing season, and so it will be at the West Monroe Sports and Event Center. The Logan Bourgeois is the promoter of that, and it's going to be fabulous. It has already outgrown the building. I mean, it's full, as well as the outside parking, but you'll be able to see all things boat, outdoor, hunting, ducks, the whole works. In fact, I think Willie's going to come by on Saturday because there's a duck commander, buck commander booth and everything. And so it's kind of being dubbed now as the Sportsman's Weekend, because if Duck Commander is having a service on Sunday, a Phil Robertson Day at Duck Commander, and so we're excited about everything that this weekend's going to bring.
Everybody invited to the Phil Robertson Day?
That's the way I understand it, yes.
I've been hearing a lot
it's at Duck
about
Commander. I think all their details are on their Facebook posts, their social media, and all of that.
We'll have to check that out. And then the pier on the river, there's going to be a ribbon cutting coming up for it.
Thursday is the fishing pier. That we have been waiting on this, but the fishing pier was made possible through a grant from Wildlife and Fisheries, as well as private contributions. So it's just a fishing pier. It's what fits in the space with the boat marina next to the railroad bridge. And it goes up and down with the river, and so it gives people another opportunity to enjoy the river.
Especially with the fall coming up, beautiful weather, that'll be a great place
this
to
weekend,
go
this coming weekend, fishing's going to be wonderful weather.
Labor Day weekend.
82, 83 or something like that's the high.
I'm excited. And I'm excited about the weather cooling off this week, because I always go to Highland Park. I like to go walk around. It's one of my favorite places to walk. And you've got some improvements going on there.
We do. In fact, I ride my bike there a lot. But the parking lot, good problem to have when you run out of parking. So they are expanding that a little bit.
That's good.
The way it's built, we don't have a lot of room for expansion on parking because the property is threefold. It's detention, it's commercial development, residential development, and then it's public enjoyment, public recreation with the trails around the wetlands. So we're expanding the parking lot a little bit. We'll be able to get, I think, double the parking, so that's good. But I tell everybody, do what I do. I ride my bike from my house and just, be real careful, obviously, when you cross the busy streets. But I ride, and then I ride around there for a while and ride back, or park somewhere and walk over there. There's enough sidewalks, safe areas around that you can park and walk, and that way you don't have to be worried about the parking there at the wetland trails.
Well, I just love it. If you haven't been, it's great. It's shady, it's sunny, it's absolutely beautiful.
Right. You always see, I saw some deer back in the woods when I was riding through one of the trails. I kept thinking, what was that? And it was deer running through the woods.
I love to see deer. I see a lot of ducks. Anything else? We've got about 30 seconds left.
Well, let's see, next Friday, which is September 5th, we'll have coffee and conversation. That's something I do every 3 months or so. We'll be at PJ's in West Monroe at 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. And it's just an opportunity for people to stop by and ask a question, which I'm always available. People can call City Hall. They can email me at mayorsoffice@westmonroe.la.com. But sometimes it's just cool to be able to stop and visit. And so 7:30 to 9 next Friday, September 5th at PJ's. I encourage everyone, come by and talk, ask a question, find out what's going on. Come to a city council meeting. We've got a city council meeting next Tuesday, September 2nd, and be part of everything that's going on. Be part of the progress. Be a participant, and really get into it and know what's going on.
Mayor Mitchell, thank you so much. Great to have you.
Glad to be